Ladders. Ladders can be found on almost any site, and it is very easy to neglect the potential safety hazards they pose. A fall from a ladder can even kill you, so it is very important that you pay particular attention to this section. Maintaining a safe working environment when using ladders starts with the appointment of a competent person to inspect the ladder. It is important that all ladders are inspected when first delivered onto site and thereafter at intervals not exceeding 1 month. The findings of these inspections must be recorded in a ladder register. Make sure the register is kept up to date at all times. These inspections must be done by a competent person that is appointed in writing. Here are the items you must check when inspecting ladders. On step ladders, check the hinges, stays, braces, and stiles. On extension ladders, check the ropes, rungs, stiles, and safety latches. On straight ladders, make sure the rungs, stiles, and feet are in good condition and that the ladder is always positioned at the correct angle. Here is an example of a badly maintained ladder. The supervisor must remove any damaged ladders from the site immediately. As paint conceals defects, use varnish or 2 coats of oil instead to preserve wooden ladders. Extension and straight ladders must always be secured or tied at the top before use. This will stop the ladder from moving while climbing up or down. If the ladder cannot be secured, it must be held in position by another person whilst in use. Never assemble or join ladders. This is a very dangerous practice and is not permitted on site. Always climb or descend a ladder facing the ladder. Make sure you have both hands free to hold onto the rungs at all times. Don't carry tools or equipment in your hand whilst climbing a ladder. Remember, a fall from a ladder, no matter how high, can seriously injure or even kill you. Many workers die every year by falling only short distances, sometimes only a couple of meters. It is therefore of the utmost importance to always take the necessary safety precautions when working on ladders, no matter what their height. Ladders must never be used horizontally as walkways or as scaffolding, as they are not designed for this and will not be able to withstand a person's load and will lead to serious injury. Make sure the ladders you use on site protrude at least 900 mm above the landing, platforms, and roof areas. This will allow you to safely transfer from the ladder onto the platform. Always place a ladder so that its feet are a quarter of its length to the top support away from the object it is resting against. This is also known as the 4-to-1 rule and represents an angle of approximately 75 degrees. When you are done with the ladder, make sure it is cleaned and stored off the ground and protected from being damaged. Ladders should be hung on brackets against a wall. Make sure that all the fixed ladders on your site that are higher than 5 meters have cages around them or fall arrest systems in place to ensure the safety of persons using them. Here is a quick summary to ensure your work with ladders is conducted in the safest way possible. Make sure a competent person is appointed in writing to inspect all ladders on site. The findings of these inspections must be recorded in an appropriate register that must be kept on site at all times. The supervisor is responsible to ensure that all ladders are used correctly and that all defective or inadequate ladders are removed from site immediately. Finally, make sure all ladders that are used on site are well maintained, cleaned, and stored correctly.